2014 was the last time they won it. I was in Hill 16 watching. We enjoyed the few months after the All-Ireland for sure. I know we were back into club action obviously in August, September, and it's busy club action in Kerry. But no, we got time to enjoy it for sure, and it's important to enjoy those moments, enjoy those wins, because we've had plenty of downs obviously as well, so it was important to enjoy the wins. But no, once we went back training, that was all forgotten about, and it was on to 2023, so fully focused on that. Realistically, we started training a little bit later than everybody else, so I suppose we were a little bit behind the cue ball then. So look, finishing mid-table Division 1 was probably fair enough reflection on how we got on. A few of the games we were probably disappointed we didn't come away with a bit better, but no, plenty of learnings and plenty of things to work on. And look, we were happy enough the way it finished out. Really, it's a bit different to last year, obviously, but that's fine for us. For this year, it was fine. Sure, we've been caught before. Out here behind me in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, we were caught a couple of years ago during COVID. So you can't take anything for granted for sure. You can be caught any day if you're not on it. So you have to be prepared for every day, 100%. In a year, that's important that there's more fellas coming through, and even more important after a big win like an All-Ireland there, that lads aren't getting too ahead of themselves. So competition has been great during the league. I suppose the fact that we had a few fellas with injuries and a few fellas getting a bit of a break, it meant more of the panel were getting game time, which was brilliant in hindsight. So the likes of Dylan Casey there had a very strong league anytime he played in the backs. Paul Murphy's back now, playing well. And in the forwards, then the likes of Donal O'Sullivan, Barry Dan in midfield. We found loads, so we're really happy with that. And they're pushing really hard now in training as well to try and keep the place for the championship. Maybe the league this year was probably the most defensive I've seen it now, to be honest. Most teams, definitely in Division 1 anyway, were quite defensive. But look, that's just the way it is at the moment. But yeah, no, everybody has to be ready to attack and defend. I suppose you have to defend with 15 players, attack with 15 players. It's not just 6 forwards and 6 backs anymore. So that's just the nature of the game, and everybody has to be ready for action. Down in Kerry, sure, one All-Ireland isn't anything major down there. So there's a few fellas, plenty of lads even in Temple there, the Spillane boys, with plenty of them. So they wouldn't be long reminding you. So no, we're hungry for more for sure. That starts with the Munster Championship. Obviously, we've had success in that competition the last few years, but that doesn't mean it's gonna just happen for you. You have to work hard for it. So we'll be eyeing that, trying to do well in the Munster Championship and go forward from there. We're not looking too far ahead yet. Primary teaching, sure, it's nice there now to be off for a couple of weeks of Easter. It's coming at a time when we're doing a heavy block of training as well, so you're able to recover well afterwards and stuff like that. So it works in nicely for sure.